would have been my first year. We had all those guys playing, plus maybe one or two older guys. But, those guys were all second or rising third years, and they were great. Other places we've seen offensive lines that are good and young. I don't think ours can be any different. We can be good, we can be young, and at the same time, they're not mutually exclusive. So I think, yeah, absolutely.
That makes sense. And I guess who are some guys that have stuck out to you within your group in practice so far?
Oh, man, there's a lot of guys to name, but everybody's working hard. Ty Furnish is a dog. He's tough. Leach is very tough. JP's came in and filled a spot that we needed. Not necessarily a specific spot, but just a guy there for us, you know what I mean? And then, Logan's there, Noah's there. I'm probably leaving guys out, but we got a lot of good guys that are coming in and they're playing hard.
How hungry are all you guys as a collective group to show everybody that you guys can do it, you can play? I know there's been a lot of questions about the O-line this offseason, but how hungry are you guys to put that question behind you?
Very, very hungry. I think right now we're just focused on getting that chemistry, getting those starters, filling those spots, and every day it's day by day, how can we improve? One thing each day that we can get a little bit better on, because we are young, like you said. And then if we capitalize on this camp and we get out there this fall, then, we don't even need to worry about that. It'll take care of itself. So,
how much does the up-tempo nature of the offense help you in practice, and how much do you think that will translate into this season?
Oh, it's going to help a lot. As you can see out there at practice, they're going super fast. So it's helping us with conditioning. And then in the ACC, you can play a lot of teams that have tempo. So it's getting us ready for games because at the end of the day, practice always has to be harder than games. So the more we run in practice, the more the tempo is in practice, the more coaches get on us about the tempo, hustling to the ball, getting back, getting the call, getting the strength, everything like that. So it just helps us mentally. And then so game time, it's easy.
And then how much of an emphasis has there been on tackling, through spring and then now into the fall? Obviously today's the first day in pads and everything, but how much has that been a focus for the coaching staff and you guys on defense?
Oh, it's been a big focus. Ever since the coaches came in, they've been big on tackling. So we're working on fundamentals every single day. So when we come in, do live work and stuff like that, and even thud work, like they're big on, fitting the run, open space, being able to square players up and thudding them. They're just real big on the fundamentals about tackling and stuff like that. So we've carried it over from spring, and now going into pads and starting to get thud periods, live periods in. It's just helping us a lot more, and just being able to just work on the fundamentals of tackling. But yeah, they're real big on tackling. Awesome.
Good. You were on a fast track early in your career, then you got injured. Came all the way back from that. You obviously had a role.
Right.
Now it looks like you may have a bigger role, maybe have a bigger voice.
Right.
How are you handling that? How much were you looking forward to that type of opportunity?
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Like as y'all know, I tore my ACL early on in my career. I had older guys in front of me like Joey and stuff like that, so I just learned from them, pick their brains, watch how they did things, watch how they led the team and stuff like that. So once I knew that it was my turn to be up, then I just knew I had to be ready and kind of just mimic the same things, kind of just be that vocal leader, show it by action and stuff like that, just doing everything right, doing all the little things right and stuff like that, just being that leader for the team. But yeah, I'm excited for the role and I'm ready for it.
What kind of impact has Coach Hagens and his family had on you, just not only on the field but off the field too?
When it comes to Coach Hagens, Miss Lauren, the boys, one thing is that it's more than football. They care what I do on the field, in the classroom, but more after college and becoming a man. And sometimes it can seem like he's on me a lot, but I know that all of it is just love and that he just sees the best in me and wants me to do the best. So.
Special teams wise, what do you think your role will be? Obviously, I've seen you catching some kicks and some punts.
Yes,
how has that been?
It's been good. It's been fun. In high school, I did returner, so hopefully this year I am the starting returner. That's the goal, most definitely. So.
What have you learned so far from this staff about doing it? Coach Gaither, Coach Kitchings, those guys. I see them coaching up, Coach Elliott too.
Yes, sir. Well, with these coaches, it's just focus on fundamentals. So when it comes to being a receiver, just stuff as little as to catching the ball and making sure that you tuck it immediately. And when it comes to catching punts and kickoff returns, just making sure just the proper way to keep your elbows and keep your feet balanced. So it's just focusing on the fundamentals. and then everything will come after with these coaching staff.
What is it like, transitioning back this fall and kind of getting back in that mindset?
It's been really good so far. Coach Elliott has been on me a lot, and I'm thankful for it. And yeah, I mean, the transition has been fun more than anything. It hasn't been hard. Summer workouts was amazing. I'm glad I get to get my body back in that. And I mean, yeah, the transition was fun being back with my brothers.
When you say Coach Elliott's been on you, what does that sound like? Because obviously he was so supportive of you in the spring. What is it like now, kind of him getting you back into this?
I mean, yeah, he was very supportive in the spring, and I'm thankful for him for that. But yeah, he's been on me, like telling me what I did wrong, and I thank him for that. I mean, I'm glad he can give me feedback on what I did wrong, because that's the only way I'm gonna get better. I mean, if he just tells me what I did right every single day, I mean, I'm not really learning anything. So I mean, he tells me what did I read late. He tells me to throw away the ball. He tells me don't throw any interceptions. But yeah, he's a great mentor, and like it's a blessing that he came here.
What's it like coming back to this quarterback room? I mean, it feels like there's 20 guys in there right now.
I mean, yeah, it's been fun, but I gotta, and it's a competition every day. Also, I mean, I gotta treat it like it was last year. It was only 4 quarterbacks. I mean, it's great to have a lot of depth there, but I mean, it's fun to compete every day with all the quarterbacks.
And Brennan said in the spring, he's taking notes and he's passing them off to you. How has he kind of helped you get back into this?
Oh yeah, I mean, Brennan, he's just like an older brother to me right now. He tells me what I did wrong all the time, like Coach Elliott and Coach Lamb. His feedback is also really good. I mean, you're starting quarterback, you'd want to hear from him. But I mean, it's amazing to see that he actually cares and actually wants me to prevail, even though he's a starting quarterback, and also how he has to focus on the offense himself. But yeah, he passes down notes to me so I can learn also.